All right, Shalom. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and Shalom to the elect out there pushing the word in sincerity and in truth. All right, so this is GMS precepts. As you can see, the title right here: 3 arrests with multiple loaded guns, knives, and body armor at Holland Tunnel on way to NYC. So this is I mean, it's been a couple hours. It happened earlier in the day, actually at 7 in the morning. But this is the breaking news of today. Today is June 21st, and you had 3 crackers that allegedly tried to go through the Holland Tunnel with a whole bunch of guns. Okay, so excuse me. So whether I mean, you know, whether this was the elites, whether this was a staged event, or whether this was actually 3 dumbass crackers and this is the vehicle they rode in. Like, why wouldn't you pull that motherfucker over, right? But I mean, whether or not this was a staged event or whether these are just 3 dumbass crackers, all right, they're gonna that really allegedly wanted to save some girl that was held hostage. I don't know if they've just finished watching the fucking Bruce Willis movie, thinking they can actually do that. But, I mean, whether this was a staged event by the elites or whether this was actually 3 crackers actually thinking they can save some goddamn body, what the elites do, they're going to use this. They use any opportunity. They use any situation as an opportunity to push their agenda or push their legislation, all right, or which is basically ultimately a new world order. So with this, they can do 2 things. They can use this and say, look, now everybody that crosses any bridge or comes into any city or goes anywhere, we got to search them. What does that do? That strips away your Fourth Amendment, okay? Because the Fourth Amendment allows you the right not to be searched. Your person, your vehicle, your house, according to the Fourth Amendment, is not supposed to be searched without a warrant. All right, without probable cause. All right, but this totally eliminates that. All right, because now they'll be like, look, man, we got to watch out for terrorists. We got to watch out. We got terrorists on the loose. We got crackers on the loose trying to save some goddamn body. Look, we just got to pull over and search everybody. So that's one way they can strip you. I mean, the Constitution is just a piece of paper just stated by Bush anyway. I mean, but this is, but the people don't know that. All right, but they can say that. They can strip you of your Fourth Amendment rights, or they can also push that gun law, the gun ban, which is most likely what they're gonna seize on this. Matter of fact, I just googled before I started the video. I just googled gun law, Obama gun law, and look, this is 37. It was an article. This is 6 hours ago. Obama rips Senate in action on gun control. A day ago, Supreme Court declines the review. Connecticut ban gun. So oh yeah, this is 3 days ago. Obama calls for legislation on assault weapons ban. So basically, they're gonna try to strip the American people away from their guns, which is what the Second Amendment. All right, I googled something else. This is 37 minutes ago. Glimmer of hope seen for compromise on U.S. gun control bill. So that bill is basically gonna strip the people of their guns, man, which is what they want. They don't want the people armed when that new world order is enacted. All right. So let me just read a little bit of this article. I'll read this one. This is from what is this? NBC New York, and it says 3 people were arrested with multiple loaded guns, knives, and ballistic vests at the Holland Tunnel when police stopped them for driving with a cracked windshield. I mean, the whole thing, look at this shit. Like, why would you, if you're trying to do some goddamn rescue on somebody, like, why in the world would you drive this over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just screaming for attention. So, allegedly, they found guns and drugs. I got a picture of it. Yeah, this is the guns right here. ooh, this clip says America. You know what I'm saying? Like they had guns and all these knives and tactical gear. Like where the fuck they saving it from? Like I don't know if these niggas just finished playing what's that army game? I don't know the fucking games, but basically they can use this situation as an opportunity to be like, look, we gotta we gotta crack down on this gun law, man. All right. Here it is again. 3 arrested outside NYC after weapons cache ballistic vest found in vehicle. This is the vehicle right here. All right. Port Authority Police Department Superintendent Michael A. Fedorko said that Dean Smith, John Crimsey, and Kimberly Ardent were taken into custody after they were stopped around 7:40. So, yeah, and they had an AR-15, a 12-gauge rifle, a 12-gauge shotgun, and 5 semi-automatic weapons. So, Obama's gun law, he wants to strip you of your. He wants to take away assault rifles. Oh, and lo and behold, they were found with a whole bunch of they were found with an assault rifle and a 12-gauge. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just seems a little fishy. Or if it's not fishy, Trio is allegedly from Pennsylvania. If it's not iffy, and these were 3 crackers trying to rescue somebody, they'll seize on this opportunity to push their agenda. You see, we got to crack down on these guns. All right, and pretty much that's what the article is saying. As of right now. But let me hit this. Let me get to this scripture right here, okay? Because Esau knows that his time is short, man. So they're gonna try to push their agenda. They're gonna try to bring in that new world order, all right? Because they see the prophecies. They see the men of the Lord out there, all right? They see the men of the Lord out there, and they see that Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives, are waking up to the fact that this so-called white man is a devil that the Bible speaks of. All right? So this is Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And Esau is going to come down. The so-called white man is going to come down on Jake, man, as well as his own damn kind, because he's a goddamn devil. But they're really going to, this new world order that they want to accomplish, you can see by prophecy, they really want to push this, and we're coming close to them actually happening. All right. The next major thing that has to happen is a chip and World War III, okay? Because if one of those things happen, it's going to usher in all the other prophecies. All right? I'm going to read this one right here. This is in the Apocrypha. This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 4. What is it? Verse 17. It says, well, I'll start from 16 to point at 17. "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Yeah, that sedition among men, if you read a couple verses above, is a infighting against your government, because you American citizens are finally going to wake up to the fact that what this so-called white man is doing, as far as trying to bring in a new world order, and the majority are not going to be with it. All right, and it says, "And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes." And and their kings or princes are what the mayors, the senators, the governors, all right, of the society of each state or whatnot. "In the course of their power, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power." In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're going to be an uproar to people. All right. Once they see, once American people see what the so-called white man is really about and what he's really trying to do, you're gonna have people trying to fight back. That's why they want to take away these guns, man. All right. That's why they want to take away the guns from the people, because if they try to roll up or try to Um, let's say if these characters were in a house and they tried to roll on them, they're armed already. You see, you still have a lot of American citizens that are armed like this, especially them damn crackers, man. They're armed like this to the teeth, man. So what these they ain't stupid. That's why they create situations like, I mean, I don't know if it's created or whatnot, but the situation in Orlando, whether they did it themselves or whether that was most likely they fucking did that shit themselves, right? Um, they want to eliminate the people from they want to create a reason to take these guns away from people like this. All right, let me continue. It says, here's a point. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And how's that going to happen? That's going to happen when they enact martial law, and they're gonna they showed you that in 9/11. They showed you that in the Boston bombing. They put a border around Boston. Matter of fact, I think the whole state of Massachusetts was under martial law, and nobody can go in or out of Boston or Massachusetts. A total lockdown of the city. When 9/11 happened, it was a total lockdown of the city. Nobody can go in or out of New York City. So that's that. All that needs to happen is a next attack or a next major event, and you best believe they're gonna block off the city, and it's not gonna be easy to move around. All right, so that's it for that the show. Until next time, shalom.